Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Harry Tinkers. In the last episode, you saw my journey from India to UK, and in today's episode, we are going to talk about a lot of other experiences during the flight and also my 1 week experience. Let's get started. Hey everyone, so it's been almost a week since I'm here in UK. Um, it's been a huge shift in all the things regarding time zone, culture, the climate, everything. I mean, I've never felt so out of the place. It is really a new world and a new beginning, I would say. Um, yeah, I mean, within a week itself, I feel uh, that I'm realizing that the world is so big, and there are so many cultures, there are so many ethnicities, and there's so much to learn from each and every one of us. So talking about the airlines which I traveled to UK was Qatar Airways, and it was operated by Indigo till Doha. So I took a flight from Bangalore to Doha and Doha to Heathrow, London. And so it was two flights, and I had 2 hours of layover in Doha. So I'll tell you the whole experience. What happened is I tried to check in 48 hours before my flight. In Qatar Airways, Akhil was actually able to check in for me, but which was from Doha to London. But the Indigo flight, the Indigo operated Qatar Airways flight, we were not able to check in. So basically, I went to the airport early, 4 hours early, and then by 11 o'clock, I was already in the airport, and by 12, I went inside, and there was a long queue as the counter just opened, and I had to wait for almost 30 minutes to check in my baggage and get my physical boarding pass. So they gave me two boarding pass, one from Bangalore to Doha, and the other one was Doha to London. So yeah, it was pretty smooth. Then I took a tour of the Bangalore airport, which you can see.
Hello and welcome to T2. The airport is so seamlessly beautiful and the services are also amazing. Oh my god, look at the beautiful airport. When I saw these in pictures, I did not think that it will be so beautiful. It's filled with trees, it's wow. And then there are these beautiful flowers also.
So previously also I have been to the T2 when I was visiting Kashmir, and but that was domestic terminal and this was international. Well, there is not much difference because there's not much places to eat. That was the what to say, minus point, I would say. The services are really good inside the airport. The airport is very beautiful, but I would say that just not making it beautiful does not matter. Uh, but the services like food, and there were no charging points, which I felt very disappointed, because when you go to the T1, you do have charging points, but in T2, it was not there. Weird, but probably they would bring it later. But I really felt that that should have been the basic thing to be installed in an airport. Okay, so talking about the Indigo flight, so I didn't know whether I'll get a meal or not because it was not specified anywhere. I carried food with me, little bit food, so that if I feel hungry, I can like have it. Talking about the meal in Indigo, they gave me a sandwich and a small packet of snacks. And then when I reached Doha airport, I thought that there are like 2 hours so I can like roam about and all that. But oh my god, Doha airport was like a Kumbh Mela for me. It's so many people. So there were almost 10 to 15 flights which were delayed. And because of that, there was too much rush in the airport. And because of that, there was so much of chaos, and because I was traveling first time in a long flight, I would say I was panicking. I did not know what to do because it's always been inside the country. I have been abroad, but it's always been Asian countries. I've never been to any other country. So you can see Indians or like Asians somewhere, but first time I saw so many people with of different ethnicities, and I was really actually inspired. I was like, oh my god, our world is so diversified. And when you're inside a country, you just see what's around it, your own people, your own culture. But when you step out, you get to learn a lot. I mean, in that airport only, I actually uh, spoke to a lot of other people to understand what is the next process of going and all that. So the crowd was too much, and there was a lot of chaos. There was a help desk, but the help desk had a lot of line. So I asked one of my fellow passengers, as in what has to be done next. So the next thing was just security check, and the security check is very different in Doha as compared to what it's done in India. My security check was done three times. One near the baggage check, the security back check, and then after the back check, and once before I get into the gate. The airport is really big, and I would suggest that please ask help before going to any gate, because once, if so Akhil had told me this, he has hit into Doha airport before, so he had told me to check all the signs. I don't like lose the track of the gate, because it's very huge. It's very difficult to come back to the same gate again because you have to take a full round, it seems. So I was very careful with that, and I actually sought help with the staff who was there. And yeah, as soon as I went to the gate, it was already very crowded again with the security check and all that. uh, yeah, so then I had to wait for an hour to get inside my flight. Truly speaking, the flight looked like a bus. It was so crowded. So I had traveled before in Thai Airways. I didn't feel that it was so crowded as compared to the Qatar Airways flight. Um, I got a window seat. I chose a window seat because it's easier to sleep. The Qatar Airways flight was very comfortable. It had a screen and to watch whatever you want, and they gave really good food. Yummy. I loved the breakfast which they served. They served masala dosha, vermicelli, upma, and sambar. And there was a really tasty pudding and some fresh fruits. They also gave apple juice. So you can get alcohol as well. I don't prefer one, so I preferred juices. And then the next thing would be okay, jet lag. So many people told me that you'll face so much discomfort with moving time zones. To be frank, I did not feel much because I slept during the whole flight. And even from India to Doha, I slept. And from Doha to London, also, whenever I felt sleepy, I slept. So I think the basic mantra of beating jet lag is follow the time zone where you are flying to. Sleep at their time. So when I reached London, it was almost 1 o'clock, and by the time we reached home, it was 3:30. Um, I was feeling tired, but the best thing which I did, one of my friend actually suggested this, that if you arrive in the afternoon, just like take a shower, like a hot shower, and then go out, explore the place, come back, have dinner, and then you sleep at the normal like night time, and you will really not feel the difference of time zone. And it actually worked for me. I um, took her advice, and we went out as soon as I came home. And yeah, I actually slept by 10 o'clock. And I would not say that I did not feel the time zone difference. I did feel. for the first few days I woke up really early, like 5:30 in the morning here, which would be approximately 10, 11 in India. But I had told my mind that this is the time which you need to follow, not the India time, so body will adjust accordingly. So yeah, it was not a big problem. The biggest thing what I felt here was the shorter days. So it's winter now, and it it's like almost night by almost 4 o'clock, and it's really weird because I've never seen something like this. As I told you that I was waking up pretty early in the morning here at 5:30, and the sun doesn't rise so early here. It usually is like 7:15, 7:30 is when you can see a little sunshine outside. Uh, so yeah, it's a little weird.
So it's 7 o'clock in the morning and it's extremely dark. Today is a December morning. Let's see what time is the sun rising today. So it's 7:51 and you can see a little bit of light. Today is a very, very windy day. It's 3:50 in the afternoon and it's already like evening. It's 4 p.m. in the evening and it's almost dark. Thank you for watching the video. See you all in the next one soon. Bye bye.